Hey everybody. So we're looking at the Sun, the Earth and the Moon in this video. So we're starting by looking here at the solar system. This is the system of planets with the Sun in the middle where Earth is found. And there's trillions and trillions and trillions of different systems in our galaxy. And we're lucky enough to live in the solar system. So, firstly, this picture of the solar system is not to scale at all. As we'll learn later, the Sun is the biggest object in our solar system by far, by hundreds of times. And the distances here aren't to scale either. There's actually a lot more space between all the planets than this diagram's showing here. But it's a good way to show that we have the Sun at the center of our solar system, and then all the planets orbit the Sun. So there's the Sun. The other thing is the Sun is a star. So all the other stars you see in the sky, they're just objects exactly the same as the Sun, although there are different types. And a lot of them have their own planets too. So our Sun is a star, and like I said before, it's at the center of our solar system. And also, it's the only object that makes light in our solar system. So every other object, like planets and moons, those don't make their own light. The only reason we can see them is because light is going from the Sun and then reflecting off that object into our eyes. So when we see the moon at night, we're not seeing the moon actually lighting up, we're seeing light coming from the Sun and then hitting the moon, and that's why the moon lights up. So the Sun is the only source of light in the solar system. Okay. Well, the next question is, how are the Sun, the Earth and the Moon related? Well, I talked about it a little bit in the last video. Firstly, Earth is a planet. It's one of the 8 planets in the solar system. And let's spell planet properly. Okay. It's a planet and it orbits the Sun. So remember, an orbit is where an object follows a circular or an oval-shaped path all the way around an object. So the Earth orbits the Sun. Our orbit is almost circular, but just a little bit oval-shaped. And then the Moon orbits Earth. So our moon is a type of object called a satellite. And a satellite is just any object that orbits a planet. So that's why when we send up satellites, we often think of them as being man-made. We have all the satellites that help us use our phones and run GPS. But our moon is a satellite too. It's just a natural satellite. So if you look at the moon, it orbits around the Earth while the Earth orbits around the Sun. Alright. So most planets have moons as well. Earth only has one moon, which we call the Moon, but Jupiter, for example, it actually has 79 different moons. Whereas Mercury has no moons. So the number of moons can vary depending on the planet. Okay, so that is the Earth, the Sun and the Moon.